All right, hello everybody. For over 22 years now, I have been competing with Cal to be Connor's best little brother. And I am disappointed to say that it has ended in a tie. Despite what Cal says. I think Connor has just proven that he is chronically indecisive. It took him 10 years to propose, and he can't even decide on a best man. But I am very proud to stand here with Cal to honor Connor and Jordan on their special day. As I said before, I came into this world 22 years ago, and being the youngest in the family is a very interesting thing. Because I got to observe and learn from everyone else in my house, and Connor has always been one of my biggest role models in life. He has taught me many valuable lessons, including always packing your own personal supply of toilet paper. Now it's dude wipes for whenever you're going to sleep anywhere overnight. Opening a Roth IRA right when you turn 18. It's 4 years later and I still don't know what IRA stands for. I've also learned that hernias are no joke. I don't know if any of you are that personal with Connor, but I think he's had more hernias than the years they've been together. Connor has also taught me about humility. You all obviously know Connor from somewhere, and I'm sure one of the first words you think of when you think about Connor, besides Jordan, is something like sports or athlete. I mean, I was in my parents' basement this past summer, and I was looking on the shelves, and I saw a bunch of cardboard boxes that just read Connor. I looked in them, and they're all trophies. I looked through them, and there was just a ton from basketball, football, baseball, bowling, and cribbage. Connor has achieved a lot in life already, and he has a lot to be proud of. But I have never seen his pride get in the way of that, and I commend you on that. He's made my life a whole lot easier because I've been able to lean on his experiences, and as I've made my way through life. I've followed in his footsteps a lot of ways. Connor, growing up, there are many points in life where I wish I was where you were, and I wish I was successful in the places you excelled in. But watching you do those things was just as fun for me as a little kid. We were both blessed with similar dashing good looks, as you can see, even though we can't grow Cal's beard. And we've been asked several times if we were twins. And actually there was about a 2-year period where all of the bouncers in lacrosse, and most of them in Green Bay, thought that I was actually Connor. Thank you for letting me use your ID, and sorry about the jerk at Stadium View that took it from me. You've been a great person to look up to, and I'm so grateful to be your little brother for the last 22 years. But in the last couple of years, I've really enjoyed having you as one of my closest friends. And I don't think a lot of brothers can say that they're as close as us three have become, and I'm very proud of that. Now to Jordan. Jordan has been around for a long time, and she's already a part of our family. My first impression of Jordan was one day she came over with Connor, and she was wearing like these shiny leather golden Nike Air Forces, which for some reason made my little kid brain very hesitant about her for the first impression. And it's been a long running joke that originally I thought Jordan was a little too fancy for Connor. She has obviously only gotten better since then. She's one of the coolest people I've ever met, and she has been an inspiration to me for a long time. I mean, who else has gone to Nepal to volunteer and run a marathon? I mean, that's pretty badass if you ask me. All of Connor's accomplishments, by default, casted a large shadow over me. And many people here have probably just known me as Connor's little brother. But Jordan was one of the first people in my life that didn't treat me like that little kid. For example, I was right around the age of getting my license, and one time Jordan was over at our house, not in those fancy Nike Air Forces, and she was going to teach me how to drive a moped. So we got Connor's out of the garage, and she was like, just take it down the street and back, it's not that hard, blah, blah, blah. So I hop on, gave it a little. I didn't make it out of the driveway without crashing it and giving my whole leg road rash. My dignity has not recovered since then, and I haven't touched a moped. That was like 6 years ago. You have always made me feel important, included, and someone you actually care about. I always have a good time hanging out with you, and I'm glad you're going to be around for the long haul. I have more. I've been in the background these last 9 years watching you guys. You guys were high school sweethearts. Everyone wanted to have what you guys have. Wow. I watched you make it through long distance in college, move into your first home together, and you have proven time and again you have something special. Your differences complement each other so well, and I can't wait to see the adventures you take on. I love you both. Thank you for having me be a part of your special day, even though I was third in line to give a speech. I look forward to seeing what the future has in store for you, and can't wait for what's coming next. Speeches and